Hello, gentle viewers. This is Indian, welcoming you back to Out of the Park Baseball 22. The tour through history returns with the Boston Braves. So Out of the Park Developments fixed the glitch that we were experiencing, apparently, and I am really hoping that we will have the success that we need. But we'll play it by ear right now. So we have some coaching positions to fill. We need a new hitting coach. And oh, I see. Our cohesion's not great. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I definitely want somebody that's easygoing if we can manage it. But there's a certain level of having Bug Holiday do it. How would he get along with the Boston Braves? Pretty well. You know what? Let's see if there is an excellent, amazing hitting coach. Okay, here we go. There's... Wait, what? Oh, I'm in... Whoopsie. Boop. There we go. Front office personnel. I need a hitting coach, but I clicked my pitching coach. All right, Mr. Dolan. You don't like personable people, but you are considered easygoing. Yes, come join us, Bill. And then we need a manager for AAA. Let me replace. Let me just bump Al McCauley all the way up. And then I want someone with a decent reputation who's good at development. You know what? John Cahill. There we go. Done. There is no actual arbitration. So, we won the World Series last year. That is a pretty doggone big deal. And we'd like to do it again, of course. The question is, how do we achieve that goal? What are we weak in? What do we need more of? So I haven't actually played this game in a while. Let's do a quick review of how players did. Beginning with Jim freaking Bottomley, who led the league in home runs and hits, and plate appearances, and had 8 WAR. Maurice Archdeacon turned out to be exactly the player that we needed. He was an above-average offensive powerhouse and was a little unacceptable in center, but whatever. The Goose was loose, causing some pretty significant damage with his bat. Pie Trainer had a very nice season, and again, maybe slightly below average defensively. Zeb Terry is probably the number one thing we need to replace. We need a better shortstop. Hod Ford is fine. He's maybe not thrilling, but he's fine. And we could also use an upgrade at right field, if I'm being honest with you. The pitching... Give me that thick WAR. Epic got it done. Whitney Glasner, what a very fine season as well. Walter Johnson had a bit of a smaller role than perhaps he would have preferred. He did give us a full season, and he gave us his usual strikeouts, but his walk rate is really becoming an issue. I am hoping that that will change for him, and that we can maybe get something like his 1921 going forward. But I do think that pitcher is an area that we need to get younger in. All of our pitchers are 30 plus. Are good ones anyway. And there's not exactly an overwhelming, amazing selection of pitchers to choose from. So right field, starting pitcher, shortstop. Those are, I think, the three big areas. I mean, we do have Earl Whitehill, but he's a reliever. That's not as exciting. We probably need a good young catcher. Hank Severeid is 32. But he's also a long ways away from needing to be replaced, so something to consider. But things went okay. Excellent. $400. Yeah, see, this is the problem, is he clearly doesn't want to be on a minor league team. And I think I kind of find that a little bit frustrating. How about Harry Gilbert? He's probably getting offers from major league teams, and I'm never going to be able to compete with that. Oh my god. And I wish you would tell me who offered you the better deal. Because I really need to know that. Like, watch, I'm going to offer Fred Clement. He thinks he's too good for Jersey City. That's fine. Can I have Jake Drowby? Or is he also going to tell me that he's gotten a better offer? Alright, at least Jake is thinking about it. We got a gold glove for Hod Ford. Well done, Hod. Tom Hughes was reliever of the year. Very nice indeed. He is 39, of course, but he got the job done. And I am proud of him. Oh my god, Jake. Quit abandoning me. You absolute bell ends. Accept my offers. You know what? Fine. Jim McHale. I don't even care anymore. I just want somebody to be the manager. Silver Slugger for Hank Severeid, Pie Trainer, Goose Goslin. Alright then. That Shoeless Joe guy is pretty... How did... Oh no, Tris Speaker's always on the Phillies. I was thinking of Ty Cobb being on... Ooh, Maurice Archdeacon. We're cleaning up in the award department so far. Obviously a manager of the year. That goes without saying, I think. Did we not win the Mike E. Smith Award? How dare you? Yeah, Harry Heilman did it almost 400. I can't really say he didn't deserve the MVP. One vote. One stinking vote separated Morton and Rixie. And if a couple of jerks hadn't, if we hadn't split the vote, Rixie would have taken Cy Young. Oh well. I know how valuable you all were. Alright, delightful. That is sorted. I could admittedly fire or just get rid of Rip Reagan and UA Smith, and it would fix a lot of things. I really do want to try to improve our cohesion. Bill Garfield is also normal, though, is the issue. I have too many normies that struggle with normals. That's weird, right? Yeah, I can't really replace my pitching coach yet, so I think we'll just deal with it for right now. Winter meetings begin. We'll go right to the Hall of Fame voting. Ginger Beaumont had one hell of a career. Definite first ballot, in my opinion. Could vote for Wahoo Sam. I think that's a reasonable decision. A good all-around left fielder. Very nice. The Tabasco Kid is rated over 100 WAR as a second baseman. That's pretty insane. Harry Howell, yes. I'm going to keep pushing for Fielder Jones and Addie Joss. I don't think either one of them will ever make it, but maybe they will. Man, I gotta say, it's hard for me to vote for someone with less than 2,000 hits. Like Ed McFarland. Earl Moore has a pretty huge WAR score. Why? Like, his pitching career wasn't that exciting. He was a below average hitter. It must just be, yeah, he was really consistent. But yeah, you barely met the standards. I don't think I'd vote for you. No, no, no. Yes, I will vote for Jimmy Sheckard. Good old Hooks here. Kip Selbach, sure. See, this is... I'm willing to forgive a lot for good defense. Hitting 215 is not good enough. It just isn't. Not in the dead ball era. Even in the modern era, I wouldn't vote for anyone that hit that poorly. Alright. Submit that ballot for me. It's time to do some drafting. Man, that Lou Gehrig guy, I've got good feelings about him. I'm also not remotely delusional enough to think that any of these players will fall to me. C'est la vie. Oh, give me Mr. Manlove. Alright. So this is a lot of players that aren't particularly inspiring. And I gotta be honest with you. Like, do we need a young catcher in the system? We do. Is Benny Tate that catcher? He's not. Do I need a better starter? Yes. Is Flint Rem that guy? Maybe. I really don't know. There's kind of like, there's not really a lot of upside no matter who we pick. I mean, we could draft Pedro Debu, but I don't think that would be helpful. Are there any secret megastars with the bat? Phil Tott is a really good all-around hitter. But it's also a position I'm not likely to need anytime soon because of Jim Bottomley. Ernie Wingard is at least an interesting hitter, and I might draft him just for that. But I think we're going to go ahead and take... I think Kent Greenfield, actually. Yeah, I think Greenfield here is the best of the starting choices because he's got really good movement. Which Flint certainly doesn't. Yeah, let's take good old Kent Greenfield. Draft player. How good is my bullpen right now? Blah. I'll be honest with you, a guy in his 50, a 50 plus guy would not go amiss in this bullpen. So I'm gonna draft you. Now, where's that mega power hitting starting pitcher? Here he is. Give me Ernie Wingard. I see that his proper nickname is Jim. That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay. All players. This is a pretty bad draft. I'm not going to lie, Chief. I mean, it's real bad that late in the draft. I really only have one player that's probably going to make the opening day roster, and it's ironically going to be the reliever I took in the second round. We're just going to have to hope, quite frankly, that any holes that we find can either be papered over by our existing staff or that we can trade for what we might need. Oh boy, you're going to give me a 38-year-old terrible reliever for players of any quality whatsoever rejected. I don't know why you would even ask. I've got a lot of relievers, quite frankly, that are going to be Rule 5 eligible, so that's going to happen. The Rule 5 draft is generally pretty disappointing in this version of things. Yeah, there ain't nothing here. That was disappointing. But not unexpected. Okay. But I shouldn't complain too much, right? We just won the World Series. I think it's okay for us to maybe take it easy a bit. Excellent news. Good. George McBride did not even deserve to be in the conversation for Hall of Fame, so I'm glad that he got kicked off. Yeah, very, very reasonable votes. I do enjoy that. Up to the preseason. I mean, you've increased my budget, which I'm not gonna cry about that. But there's also nothing I can do with my higher budget. Not really. I'm gonna do 38,400. So we're gonna do a boopity boop, a whim wham wazzle, and there we go. But I mean, there's not like free agents that we're signing. Up to the beginning of spring training, my good man. I'm going to instantly go ahead and give Pedro a shot to try to earn himself a spot on the open day roster. Spoiler alert, it's not going to be really hard. Oh, it happened again. I picked a character. So stupid. There we go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a pair of these fine gentlemen. And I want to see what might be available to me if I traded 2 relievers. I don't need a center fielder. Yeah, if I needed a center fielder, that would be a very sensible trade, but this does not appear to be a sensible trade. So we'll just take it easy, kinda, sorta. Suds, Moses. Let's just get all you lovely folks, including Mr. Greenfield. Let's get you all some experience. And then we'll just sim up to the next season. Oh, goody. I don't need pitching. It's fine. Alright, decision-making time. I've got way too many pitchers. I have 24 of them, so we're gonna go yoink, 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 yoink. Slim, I think your time is done. Hmm. A Hank Robinson wouldn't be a terrible idea for this rotation. Starting pitchers are all better than he is, though. Is the issue. I really need a right fielder. I mean, I could pick up Jim O'Neill, who's at least a better hitter, but that's not going to get the job done if he's not a very good shortstop. And he is not. Charlie Jameson, again, a decent defender, doesn't really have much else to offer. Whitehill, you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to offer you and good old Slim and see if that gets me a better possibility. Where is Slim? It's the exact same offers I was being made earlier, but somehow worse. Yikes. Alright, never mind then. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to waive both of you. Swartz to the minors. If Greenfield's not going to be a starter, I'm not going to put him on the Major League roster, and I don't think I need him as a starter. What just happened? Where did Greenfield go? I made him a starter, and now he's vanished. Oh, I hit DH by accident. Okay. I was starting to hyperventilate a bit there. Yeah, I'm going to have you start the year in AAA. I need to get rid of 2 more pitchers. Mr. Coker, I'm going to designate you for assignment. Hugh Canavan. I know Brennan was a starter last year, but if I have better choices, I'm going to take him. I'll send down Suds. So that means only one minor leaguer makes his debut this season. Mr. Dibbit. Position player-wise, Frank Walker is at least good defensively. Joe doesn't even have that much. So you are gone as well. I'm going to leave this rotation as is. I don't really get much of a I don't really see much of a point in adjusting it much, other than making Tom Hughes the stopper. Nah, Doug Smith's actually better at it. I think that's smarter. And lineup-wise, again, I see very little reason to change anything. If our best players play their best, I have no reason to doubt that we will return to the playoffs this season. If they play at less than their best, we probably don't make the playoffs. We're a very, very top-heavy team. And we don't really have a lot in the way of quality backups. No, I do not want your crappy second baseman. Yeah, I bet my farm system is dead last or close to it. It's fourth? What the what? I mean, alright, bro. If you think Earl Whitehill has a chance to be a decent starter, I guess that makes sense. Alright. It is time to unleash the sim. Not a surprise. Every single one of these jerks cleared waivers. That's pretty funny. I'm not surprised. None of them are very good, but... Well, that's not going to help our playoff chances. Hey, Mr. Whitehill. Welcome to the majors. I didn't want you in the majors this season, but you're here now. Ooh, Goose Gosselin got better. Nice. Dell, I have some bad news for you. Your name is now Dolph, because I will never remember it as anything else now. Oh boy, the one thing Zeb Terry is supposed to be good at, he is now not good at. Oh dear. Are there any shortstops on the trading block? Like, if you're not amazing with the glove, you are not worth keeping. Do I have anyone else who can handle shortstop? At all? I really don't. Yeah, yikes is the word I'm looking for. I mean, Doc Levon would be pretty clearly the best shortstop on the roster, which I think is what's particularly terrifying. Here, have a 28-year-old second base jerk. And then I'm going to go ahead and trade Billy Gleason here for a prospect if I can manage it. Otherwise, I'm just going to send him home. I guess I could just send him to the minors. And give me a new depth chart. I really need a better bench. That's probably this team's greatest weakness, is that I don't have good bench players. I also don't know how to fix that. No, you're legitimately terrible. Who made it? Severeid, Bottomley, Goslin. The usual suspects, really. I can't say that I'm disappointed about either of those or surprised by them. Every time I try to say Severeid's getting old, I need to find a new place for him. He's just like, I'm just gonna get better. Shows what you know, jerk. Alright. Kent Greenfield is now the number 3 prospect in the majors. Nice. Alright, personnel. I want to try to improve cohesion, which is probably going to mean letting some people go. The question is who. I could probably use a new assistant GM and a new bench coach. It's just weird that everyone I have that's normal also hates normal people. That's kind of funny. I really need easygoing people. But yeah, I think we go ahead and let Pete Hasney walk. We let Suter Sullivan walk. Ike Samuels is a pretty solid third base coach. We could also probably do better, though. I've got to tell you. We could probably also do better than him. So we're gonna do some staff upgrades in the offseason here. Hey, that Babe Ruth guy is pretty okay. So remember, July 10th is the actual trade deadline. It's not the fake trade deadline. Rommel's gotten a tiny bit better. Pardon me. And other than that, there's not too much that is surprising. Is there still a good starting pitcher on the trade block? No, there's not. I think we'll just ride with what we got. I don't see any real point to making any drastic changes right now. Nope. Nope. If people really want Padgett, let me see if I can get something really good out of him. I mean, I could get Billy Southworth, but are you enough of an upgrade? Like, even at right field, which is probably where I'd push him, how bad is Burt Griffith this season? Burt Griffith's having a wonderful season. I couldn't be much happier with him. He gets on base, he hits for doubles, and he does the job. Yeah, I'm not sure that Southworth really represents a reasonable upgrade. We could get Wilbur Cooper or Ed Wells. If I look just at starting pitchers, what do we got? Jim Scott, Billy Burke, he's not really a starter. Carl Weilman is actually quite a bit better than our current fifth starter. I think we grab him. And then that way I can let Earl Whitehill go back to the minors and practice his craft, while still improving our chances of doing well this season. (22, 20, 17, 14). All right. I'm just going to leave you guys where you are and move up from there. It's only a week, you'll do fine. It's only 2 weeks, you'll do fine. Yeah, I agree with you. Mate, crappy relievers are a dime a dozen. I don't know what it is about you that makes... what it is about me that makes you think I'd fall for it. Excellent. Why did Kent Greenfield wash out so quickly? It's probably because he's playing like absolute ass in Double-A. He's getting his butt handed to him. I suppose that's fair. Yeah, we pretty desperately need a bit more depth in the minors. I need a better bench, and I mean, I guess we don't really desperately need a better bench. I mean, we just clinched the pennant again. Yeah, let's just play the end of the regular season. Who in the draft pool do I have no chance whatsoever of drafting? Oh, Jimmy Fox, Lefty Grove, and Mickey Cochran. That's a pretty damn good top 3. And none of them will be available by the time I get to pick. Oh, well. Alright, friendos. Let us see. I think we'll keep the playoff roster as is. Glasner had the better season than Vileman, so I'm going to move Glasner up. And then Vileman will be the 4th starter if we need one. I think that makes a lot of sense in actuality. I think he was a little bit better pitcher this season. How did things go this season? Jim Bottomley, you useless lump on a log. You actually lost 0.9 wins. I'm kidding. Goose Goslin turned in another outstanding season. Hank Severeid had an amazing season. Pie Trainer is still not a great third baseman, but he's not hurting the team enough yet for me to find a new spot for him. Bert Griffith is okay. I still think there's probably an upgrade to be had here, but he does what he's expected to do. He gets on base at a pretty reasonable clip. He hits lots of doubles and triples. There's a lot worse that could be had. Mr. Archdeacon here really slid a little bit, but he's still an amazing leadoff guy. He still gets on base, and he still plays pretty decent center field. And, again, Doc Lavin was human garbage. Again, we should try to fix that. We desperately need a new shortstop. Almost whatever it costs. Or we're just going to keep being pounded. Yeah, Ernie, it's time for me to admit the truth to you. You're not here to pitch. You're here to hit home runs. All right. So we shall be facing the Washington Senators in the World Series. Walter Johnson does his thing. How many strikeouts? 5. Very nice. Ooh, Goose Goslin has tied the NL playoff game record for triples. That's neat. Davin Davenport had a very nice game, it looks like. Whitney is defeated. Through no fault of his own. Hey, look who fucked up. It's the crappy shortstop. We get a nice bounce back victory from Carl Vileman. Walter Johnson for Game 5. He shuts it down. Actually, he didn't shut it down. He got his butt hammered to him. Yeah, he had kind of a bad day, but not like the worst day. Yeah, he did get lit up a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We've claimed our 2nd consecutive World Series title. And I did not randomly get demoted. Hooray. What wonderful news. How? What? Oh, we lost our team trainer. Charlie Manlove. No. Well, I guess we're completely remaking the front office. this season. That's going to be interesting. But we're going to handle that next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying. I know this wasn't the most exciting episode, except for winning the World Series again. But it was extremely exciting from the point of view that we didn't once again have to fix the problem. We need to fix shortstop. We need a reliable, top caliber replacement. Someone who fields like a dream. And I don't know where we're going to get that player. We need to improve our bench. We need solid players who can come off in a pinch, who can spell the regulars. Because, look, as long as we have players, as long as the core performs at their peak, I see nothing that's going to bring this ride to an end anytime soon. But that's a big if. Especially when Severeid is 33. He's eventually going to start aging. And most of the pitching staff is in their mid to late 30s. Except for Eddie Rommel. So, I think we have to find a way to upgrade a shortstop. And we need more young pitching talent. Now, Hub Pruitt might be that guy. But I also don't know how much to trust this when we don't actually have a proper scout. So we're going to edit this episode by finding the very best scouting director that money can buy. And I need scout ratings. Frank, get over here. You know, let's go ahead and fill the actual main Braves spots to the extent that we can. I need a new assistant GM. I need someone with excellent... I need somebody with excellent abilities to make my understudy. Boop. My bench coach. John Buckley looks like one hell of a bench coach. Look at that. He's outstanding at teaching hitting, legendary at teaching pitching, and he's fantastic at development. He is a bit temperamental, but it looks like he's worth it. It's hilarious to me that he hasn't gotten a major league shot yet. But my dudes, he just got one. Boom. And I also need a third base coach and a trainer. Probably John Aguilar. I mean, I'd like someone who's a little bit more even-keeled. But he's great at recovering from arm injuries. He's great at recovery, period. And he's not terrible at preventing most injuries. He's not great at preventing arm injuries. That much is true. Can't I have somebody who can do well at both? I think Josh Littman is actually the best choice. I think he's the best balance. And yes, I'm aware that I'm ignoring staff cohesion right now. Give me Grant Briggs as my third base coach. That sounds great. Now, I know we don't know how good staff cohesion is going to be. A lot's going to depend on what people look like once they all sign on. The people that don't like normals aren't going to get along. Like, at all, really. Like, Reagan and my UA Smith are both going to have freaking conniption fits. But I think at the end of the day, I think it'll be worth it if we get all of these coaches. That, however, is going to conclude this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying. If you are, please remember to give a like to the video. Comments are always very appreciated. And next time around, we'll see if we can't make it 3 World Series championships in a row. But until next time, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching. Hallelujah, the glitch is fixed. And I bid you good day.